Scaling in your business means that you have to promote and promote some more. Reaching a wide audience doesn't have to be a painful process, and we're here to help you. Sign up for your sponsor ad today. You provide the product, service, or event that you would like to promote, and we do the rest. Enter and win a sponsor slot today. It's a win-win. It's cost-effective and meets your need. For more information, email helloaudacitypodcast@gmail.com or simply send us a DM. You're listening to Hello Audacity Podcast, where we highlight audacity in business from startup to multi-level success, finance, health, wealth building, and the journey to self-discovery. The added bonus is that you get to learn from industry leaders and hear victory stories across the nation. Now that's audacity. I'm your host, LaShaMarie. Let's get into it. I know that we can all appreciate a feel-good show, and this is an episode that will absolutely make your heart glow. In today's show, we speak with Shannon Lofton and his wife out of Chicago. Shannon is the CEO of SDL Photography, and he captures beauty in all forms. Despite his disability, he's defied the odds and has been able to soar within his gift. Shannon and Minister Angel Lofton is passionate about uplifting others, so they've created a project showcasing those with disabilities, reinforcing the message, I am able, urging those with disabilities, both seen and unseen, to keep living with joy and purpose. Listen to this episode to hear more about their fantastic project. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Hello Audacity Podcast, where we showcase audacity in your business, your life walk, and matters of the heart. I'm your host, LaShaMarie. If this is your first time tuning in, please make sure you go ahead and click like, share, and follow Hello Audacity on YouTube and Facebook. So, okay. Oftentimes I'm floored when I can find amazing people in our communities doing wonderful things that make my heart glow. So this couple was one of those couples that really inspired me, kind of made me think, am I doing enough? How can I showcase others in a positive light to shine in their own way? So I came across this wonderful couple as I was reading their movement. Thank you for joining me, Angel and Shannon. How are you?
Pretty good.
Really good.
Pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah, I was like, when you guys were posting, a lot of times, we have so many people on all of our pages. And sometimes when we're scrolling, we find someone either new that I just connected with them, or individuals that were dormant in our algorithm. And it's like, where did you come from, girl? So I am glad that I came across you guys' post. And before we get into some things that you're doing that's really, truly phenomenal, I want you to go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourselves.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. My name is Angel Lofton. I'm one half of SDL Photography, as well as today, you see our shirts. We also have a 360 business called Full Circle Productions. And that's something new we've just added as an extra service to what we do with media. But I also am a minister. I have Angels Touch Ministries, as well as Angels Touch brand that encompasses a podcast, encompasses food, encompasses graphic design, encompasses everything that Angel Touch is just angelic.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So I have to read up on this full circle, but we're going to get into that just a little during this interview. I know that SDL is your husband's photography. I shouldn't say husband's, because when we marry, we do this together, right?
Right.
All right. So, how long have you guys been together, though?
As marriage or in
As
business?
married.
Oh, we've been married about 8 years. 8 years.
Years. Awesome. Okay. Have to get that. I'm a promoter of Black love and Black marriage. So, maybe have you guys on the show and have a marriage kind of circle talk. That would be interesting as well.
Yeah.
All right, so you come in contact and you say, you know what, God has given me this gift of photography. How did that come into form for you? How did you shape that? When did you know what, I'm liking this thing?
Well, it all started when I was working a 9 to 5, and I always had a camera. And every time they have events, they have like birthdays, they have baby showers, any type of event. I'm always bringing my camera, and I'm always taking pictures, capturing the moments, and making sure that people reserve for them the moments of triumph when they're going through. So one of my coworkers, who's actually is an entrepreneur herself now, said, "Man, if you're really doing this, take it seriously and do your research and become a full-time photographer, and you don't have to worry about being a 9 to 5." So as I grew, I wasn't able to make that change as being a full entrepreneur, but I still working 9 to 5 and also my entrepreneurship. So it just grew ever since, and then out of word of mouth, I've been taking pictures for about 12 years now, and I've been getting encountered with different photographers, all type of people that help me grow, going to different conferences to build up my skill of learning, being able to reach back and help others who also want to be entrepreneurs, and I can learn from my experience. So I love being able to use my gift or use my talent to help other people go beyond and beyond what they like to do.
Right, right. Awesome. I love photography.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have one very, very close to me that got into it, and you kind of see that in us as women, us as wives, we see that, and we kind of encourage that and promote it. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what can I do in order to assist you in your goal?
Mm-hmm.
We are we're teammates, we're partners in this thing. So
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have something and want to create something just for yourself. We all individually have goals in a couple, so it's good when you can support one another.
Mm-hmm.
Photography for me, it's like, I'm a creative myself. So
Mm-hmm.
though I don't do photography, I still like the arts and making things beautiful and dressing things up. And so, when you're in that photography mode and you're in that frame, it's so important that you kind of capture the now to create lasting memories, and you can
Yeah.
look back on them. So that is great. Now, when I came across your page, and I want you guys to explain this a little bit more. Can you guys tell me about the photo shoot? But wait a minute, I don't want to go into the photo shoot now. What made you think of this idea of doing photos of individuals with disabilities,
Mm-hmm.
all levels of disabilities? What
Mm-hmm.
gave you this kind of light bulb and say, I want to do this for other people? Can you kind of explain to the audience the passion behind that?
Well, I was born with cerebral palsy, and cerebral palsy is a illness where if it when you're born, it affects the one side. Well, in my case, it affects one side of my brain, and it does damage to your left side of your body. It's all different cases. In my case, it was that way, and I was going and being born, going through back and forth through the hospital when the doctor did certain research and everything, said this, I won't be able to do the things that normal people would do, but I always have need assistance doing everything. So
Right.
all my life, I just I beat all the odds for doing everything that the doctor said I wasn't able to do. I'm doing them. Going to high school, doing everything that no one ever had to assist me to do anything because I was more independent. I did everything for my own. As I got older, I got starting a business, working, driving, everything you could think of that the doctor said I wasn't able to do, I did it. I did it with no hesitation, and I had confidence in myself, and I always was able to do whatever it is it takes to do whatever I need to do for it. Also, also at 90, I think in '96, I was diagnosed with seizures, and that was like the post reaction from cerebral palsy. So not only that I had cerebral palsy, I have a history of seizures, and that also played a factor of I won't be able to drive, I won't be able to do this, but I'm always able to. I was able to do all that. So to come up with this project is me telling my story through my business. And I want people that's going through the same thing that I went through. I want them to be able to say, okay, well, I went through this. I'm going through certain things, and I want to be that vocal or that person that said, okay, if I can do all the things that I can do, I want you to be able to do the same thing. And then that's when my wife took it. Well, we just not just leave it as cerebral palsy. Let's think of all other type of things. So being a wife, we can see one side, but the wife see the other. Women can see
Right.
it over. So
Right.
she took it to another different
Right.
extension of it. So
Right.
we took it from there, and now it's like it's going to immerse in every aspect.
Right. And I have to shout out our business consultant, Anaya Brown, who also helped us to embellish upon this idea of doing this. Like we started off with Shannon saying, I want to tell my story because I know I'm inspired by doing photography with one hand, which I still haven't found a photographer that is disabled and does that. But maybe there is one in the world. So if you're out there, man, then
Yeah.
Shannon is with you. But we wanted to kind of highlight because in July it was Disability Awareness Month, and then in this month is Disability Work Awareness, and in December is International Disability Day. And so with this, we're going to probably end up publishing a full exclusive magazine with FOMO magazine. Where it probably will come out in December, which is International Disability Awareness in that month. And we just want to highlight every single disability. I was just seeing on the news, even a young woman who is in the Olympics, who actually has a autoimmune disability, but it's still a disability, and she's running in the Olympics. And so we want to highlight people, even though you have a disability, whether it be psychiatric, whether it be physical, whether it be neuro, whether it be undiagnosed, invisible, all the disabilities, sensory. We want to kind of give light to people who are living with these disabilities, but they are still being a shining example of what Shannon is and still pressing forth and doing their purpose.
Right. Awesome. I love it. I love it. And this project is called the Able Project. And on the flyer, it's actually Disable product, but you put a slash through the disc because we want to make sure that people are aware that you are able despite your disability. So let's put a full picture for what you guys are doing. So I gather you guys are taking photographs of individuals with all types of illnesses, a certain number. You're allowing them a 30-minute complimentary photo shoot to be featured in FOMO magazine. So all of these individuals, how many people are you accepting in this project?
So it's 18, and currently now we've booked a few people, so we have 15 slots left now.
Wow. Okay. All right. And you guys are in what area?
We are in the Sauk Village community, but we are a Chicagoland business and we do travel. So it is open to those in Indiana. It is open to those in the Chicagoland. Me and my husband did mention if people reached out to us that were out of town, the only, I guess, caveat is they might have to take their own picture and we would still include their story. But they would just the parameters of dressing up in the color. Each disability has a color. So and then I actually found out I'm one of those disabilities and I did not know that. And my husband, he's gonna photograph me, but I had been diagnosed with having severe depression, and I didn't take that as a disability, but legally disability, psychiatric illness. I don't know if I see it as an illness. I see it as like a strength that I was able to go to therapy and able to get some things together, and still actually in therapy now and getting things together. But we want to really highlight all those, like if you're bipolar, if you are autistic, whatever it might be, and then those colors that represent your specific disability, we want them to dress in that and then kind of do it artistic. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of my husband that I took where he was showing his body and showing how one side is
Yes.
the other. And yeah, we were kind of able to come up with a creative idea, and we just ran with that. And that's, he was the first one to be photographed.
Right, right. Well, that is such a cool thing to be doing. I know I do have an invisible illness, a
Wow.
couple. Yours is depression is um, definitely an illness. Just because it's maybe managed. Of course, depression comes in all different forms, and everyone experiences different things. Mine was debilitating, at one point where I actually, had to take medicine and go to a psychiatrist, and two-time attempted suicide survivor.
Wow.
So, that is very much an illness. And I also have fibromyalgia, which in the medical industry has so many negative comments behind this illness, and how they categorize it, and if it's real, and how it affects everyone differently. So definitely in the fight. So it's pretty awesome that you're doing this, that people are, are stepping out and saying, this is who I am, love me for me.
Yeah.
Right. And I think with, I'm sorry, Shannon. I think with me doing the piece of even saying that I had depression and stuff like that, because I'm a pretty strong person, but I think a lot of times people don't know my full story. And I told him, like, when I seen that was defined as that, I was like, okay, and the color is blue. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna be coming out my blues then. So that's mine is gonna be identifying as like kind of like a sadness I was in, but now I'm in a light and a joy, and I have a smile upon my face. And so I think like I'm trying to flip that, so people who have that type of psychiatric piece will see that, I've had suicide attempts as well. I just don't talk about that all the time. But and a lot of people think when you have a thing in the mind that it's a weakness, but it's really strong when you're able to like meet it head on and kind of like combat that.
And that's
Oh
the
yeah,
main
I'm
reason.
definitely superwoman. I'm definitely superwoman. All the stuff that I had to deal with, honey,
Yeah.
I am super, and I know I'm special. God made me special for this reason. I was attacked for a reason. Okay.
Mhm. And
I'm
that's the
sorry, Shannon. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That's the main reason why I want to do this project, because I want people to open up, to be transparent, to tell their story behind what they went through. Because by us telling our story, it helps you to tell your story. So a lot of people may not be shut down because they don't want people to think that they have a disability. But yeah, tell that, because that can help someone else to open up about their disability. It's like if someone was an alcoholic. If you open up and say you was an alcoholic, someone say, "Yeah, I've been there. I'm an alcoholic," or whatever. Whatever you went through, you can actually open up and help someone else. And that's why I open up to help someone else, because I have a physical and neural disability, but I'm 45. I never let that stop me from doing whatever I wanted to do. Um,
Amen.
so and it's my one of my photography mentors. He always say my story continues, because even now I'm at the moving forward to 2024. We bought a house last year. We have our first child, and we still moving
Oh,
forward in different things. And these are the things that people say I wasn't able to do, and I'm doing them. I'm like knocking down each goal in my life, and knock them down and say, okay, I did that, and now that also going to transcend to my son and say, okay, wait, well, since you see daddy doing it, now you are able to do it. Then it can go all beyond that. He can say, man, I'm doing this. He may not have a physical or disability, but he can say, I have a way to doing something, because I have the strength and the power to do stuff because my dad did it. So that's why I want to be a role
right.
model. I want to be able to just let people open up and tell a story, and that's the reason why I'm doing this.
So I see that you're doing the project. Can you tell other those out there that are interested how to be included in the project? Do they send, is there an email? And I see the email, and a lot of people, all of the information will be easily for you guys to grab and get in touch with them. But for you folks that are listening and not watching us, yeah, Shannon or Angel, give us an email for them to contact you.
So they can reach out to me directly, and that's angelstouchbrand@gmail.com. Again,
Uh,
that's angelstouchbrand@gmail.com. I would be easier to reach out to me so that I can facilitate booking them and let them know the details of what we need them to do next. And then they can also follow us on Instagram, SDL Photography LLC, or Facebook, SDL Photography. And if you reach out to us on the message part of those apps, then also I will be able to see that and connect you with being a part of the project.
Great, great, great. Now, your full circle. Let's talk about that for a moment. You had stated about the full circle.
Right.
That's that is a digital business, or
Yes. So this piece is still like the photography piece, but it's more videography kind of in a way. And we're trying to step into more videography beyond just doing the 360. But it's a device. It kind of started on in Hollywood, where they would come down the red carpet and they would get on a device and it would spin around them and it would move in a 360 motion, and it would be like a cool little video that either would go fast, would go slow, have effects, and just make them feel like a star, which is what, like I said, it started with celebrities. So, and now celebrities have even upgraded the 360 experience. Now it's a piece that it kind of doesn't go in the 360. It kind of goes like with a motion and moves with them like a robot. And that one costs much more than the 360 platform. But they keep developing this because people love, right, to be the center of attention. And so that's what the 360 does for you. It's been a lot of proms use it, a lot of weddings and events, but just anybody now, because it's such an affordable device now, that most people now can rent a 360 photo booth. It also does a photo booth piece where it takes still pictures. So it's just another thing to add to your special occasion that will capture a moment and freeze it in time.
oh, great, great, great. Now on the Able project, let's just answer this question for those that may have this in their mind. Is there a fee to be in this project?
No, this is
No.
completely free shoot experience. So you get 30 minutes of SDL photography and capturing you, and then we're going to give them a certain amount of pictures that will be edited, and then those pictures will be used in the magazine as well as they'll have them for themselves. And yeah, basically, it's a if no one has had a photo shoot, it will be a nice complimentary experience for them for their first time.
Yeah. That is, I'm just floored. I love it when I can see individuals give back in this kind of way. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see even the magazine and the pictures that I know that you guys are going to give us a sneak peek of what you guys are doing. It is it's so awesome that we have individuals with hearts like yours that wants to highlight other people in their journey in this thing called life. It's not easy. And it makes it a lot easier when we're owning and loving ourselves in our truest form, just how God made us, and be unapologetic in that love of self. So thank you, thank you. Minister, I want you to can you give us some words of encouragement for our viewers? A lot of things are going on right now, and I want you to give both of you guys kind of give me like last words of encouragement for individuals right now.
Cool. So, all the viewers out there, just as we've been talking about on this episode, and we've shared our different, how we've turned our trials kind of into a triumph, I just want to say to you, it does no service if you're a light and you don't let others also illuminate, or you give others the light to illuminate as well as the light you have. So sometimes we carry a light, but we're also supposed to shine a light on those who are a light. And so every day, try to do something that shines someone else's light and not just your own, because each of our lights are important in this world and they give a different vibe and different energy of encouragement. So just remember to shine your light, but also help others to shine theirs.
Right, right. Awesome words. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. Friends and fam, their information is below. You want to take a part of this. Can I speak? Lord, child. Reach out to them. You want to be a part of this project. If you are in the Chicago or surrounding areas, you can reach out to them. The email is there. All of their information is there. We're going to be shouting them out and helping them promote this project as they reach towards the goal. I can't wait to see the end result. You guys are doing mighty things. Thank you again for being a guest on our podcast show.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully, I can have you back on and get an update. Give an update
Love
for the
to.
people. Yeah, would be probably talk about some marriage things. So yeah, let's stay connected for sure. All right, guys, it's been real. Thanks for tuning in for this episode, and of course, in every day, walk with audacity. Bye, guys.